me to enjoy it even more. So that's kind of what I got from the mind of an athlete who's been through a major surgery at a really young age, and kind of went from top of the world to rock bottom real quick, and then had to dig myself out of it and get back to neutral and kind of figure out who I am again.
When you say to figure out who you are again, what does that mean? Could you tell us a little bit more on that? Did you have with the Tommy John surgery and the ups and downs that have happened in your life, and you're so very young, accomplished so much that would take people decades. Could you explain more?
Yeah, absolutely. So what I mean by that is like it's hard to really put into words that most people would understand if you haven't been in professional athletics. Like my job revolves around me throwing a baseball as hard and as well as I can, and everything I do from the second I step in my bed, that's a sleep athlete performance bed, to the first thing I do in the morning is drink my athletic greens. Like everything I do in my life revolves around baseball. And what I mean by figuring out who I am, like outside of the game, is like if someone asked me like what kind of were my hobbies, like I really I don't know. I went to school in high school, and I just played baseball. I didn't really have any hobbies. Like my whole life revolved around it. Like, where are we going this weekend? Oh, I grew up in Minnesota. Like, we're flying to Arizona for a baseball tournament. I never really went on vacations as a kid. I never got to figure out really like what I liked. Did I like going to the beach? I don't know, because I all I did was spend my time on a pitcher's mound. So that's kind of what I mean by that. I started doing yoga when I was in rehab, and that just gave me a lot of time for self-reflection. I found out that I really enjoyed hiking. I went through phases where I really enjoyed reading. I'm not in that phase right now because I'm doing some school stuff. So all of my reading is for a class versus just for personal pleasure. But stuff like that, finding out that I really like the sneaker community and the sneaker world, and that's another thing that I really found myself enjoying. And then just the overall like health, fitness, and wellness, man. I wasn't able to play the game for a really long time, but what I was able to do is train my body in the gym. And I found out just all the benefits that come along with that, and like how much it can completely change somebody's life, not only their physical appearance, what most people would go to the gym for, but the mental aspects that you can really like make yourself a happier, more grateful person by getting in the gym and eating better food and just taking care of yourself more than you probably knew you were capable of. So yeah, it's just I've really been able to find out what I like doing in my free time, and I had a lot of free time after surgery. So that's pretty much what it came down to.